At a crowded airport filled with rushing footsteps and impatient voices, Adrian Hale, a billionaire CEO known for his cold confidence and lonely lifestyle, sat alone near gate 47, exhausted from meetings and burdened by the emptiness that had followed him for years. The world saw him as powerful, untouchable, and endlessly successful, but behind the tailored suits and private jets lived a man who had no one waiting for him at home. As he scrolled through emails, ignoring the world around him, a soft tug on his sleeve made him look up, and there stood a little boy no more than 6, holding a worn-out teddy bear, his eyes red from crying yet filled with bravery. "Sir, my daddy is in heaven," the boy whispered, his tiny voice trembling, "and I need to get my mommy home. Can you help us?" Adrian froze. The airport noise faded. Behind the boy, a young mother struggled with 2 heavy bags and a stroller, clearly overwhelmed, clearly heartbroken, clearly alone. Before Adrian could respond, the boy continued, "Mommy said we don't have enough money for a new ticket, but she's really sad, and I want to go home." The child's innocence cracked something in Adrian's chest, something he had locked away ever since losing his own father as a kid, a pain he had buried under success and solitude. He stood up slowly and knelt to the boy's level. "What's your name?" Adrian asked gently. "Ethan," the boy replied, gripping his teddy bear tighter. Adrian glanced at Ethan's mother, whose tired eyes widened with embarrassment as she hurried over, apologizing and explaining that their connecting flight had been canceled, the rebooking fees were too high, and she didn't know how to tell her son they would have to sleep in the airport. Adrian listened quietly, and for the first time in years, he didn't think like a CEO, he thought like a human being. "You won't sleep here," he said firmly. "You're going home today." The mother blinked in confusion as Adrian walked to the ticket counter, pulled out his black card, and purchased 3 first-class seats on the next flight. But he didn't stop there. He upgraded their baggage, arranged a hotel room for a few hours of rest, and even bought Ethan a new travel set, complete with a small airplane toy that made the boy's face light up like sunrise. When the mother asked why he was doing all this, Adrian simply said, "Someone once helped me when I thought the world was falling apart. I never forgot." As they waited together for boarding, Ethan climbed into the seat beside Adrian and asked innocent questions about planes, clouds, and what heaven looks like from up high. Every word, every smile, every small hand gripping his sleeve slowly melted the years of isolation Adrian had wrapped himself in. When it was time to board, Ethan insisted on sitting next to him. Halfway through the flight, the boy fell asleep on Adrian's arm, his tiny head resting against him with absolute trust. The mother watched quietly, tears in her eyes, not just from gratitude, but from witnessing him and rediscover a part of himself he thought he had lost. When the plane landed, Adrian walked them all the way to the arrivals gate, helped them get a taxi, and handed the mother an envelope containing a card with his personal number and a small fund he set up for Ethan's future. "You don't owe me anything," he said softly. "Just give him a good life." Ethan hugged Adrian tightly around the waist and whispered, "If Daddy was here, he'd say thank you, so I'm saying it for him." For a moment, Adrian couldn't speak. His eyes burned, his heart trembled, and for the first time in years, he felt alive. As the taxi drove away, Ethan pressed his little hand against the window in a final goodbye. Adrian stood there, no longer the lonely CEO, but a man who had finally found purpose again. And as he walked out of the airport into the cool evening air, he realized something powerful. Sometimes, angels don't come from heaven, sometimes, they come in the form of a little boy with a teddy bear and a broken heart. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon, because more emotional, life-changing stories are waiting for you, and you don't want to miss a single one.